Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing a hair tutorial with my latest cut. If you've not seen my last visit to the salon where I had some changes made to my hairstyle, I will leave that video linked below. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get started and see one of the ways that I am styling my new cut. So just roughly combing through the hair. I'm now going to add just a touch of the Catwalk Root Boost. This is the old packaging, by the way. So the current packaging is purple and black, but I'm just gonna put a tiny little bit of this at the crown. And when I say tiny and a little squirt, I mean, that's like a whole squirt. So there really isn't a whole lot of product when that comes out. I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit of that through the top here. And a tiny little bit. So I'm going to part my hair going over to the right, the side that it's cut to go on. So I'm going to just go right into the root right there and add a little bit of product there and just a touch right here. One final little bit. I'm just going to roughly put this through the bottom part of the hair. And then I'm going to go in with my Acure Argan oil, and my bottle is almost empty. So that was about 2 pumps of that. And I'm going to put this through the top because I really want that added shine. And then I'm going to kind of finish by running the rest through the bottom part of the hair. And I do kind of work this through the hair for about 30 seconds or so, just because I want it really evenly distributed. Okay, so if you've not seen my salon visit, or even if you have, you will know this was a major change. So I have no longer any hair growing over the top of my ear. She did leave me a little bit of fringe here. So I'm going to be styling this a little more flat than she styled it when I left the salon, but kind of doing a little bit of some different stuff with the front. So let's go ahead and get started blow drying. Take the flat iron through a couple of spots here. Really, I don't have a ton of work to do with this, which is great. I am going to just kind of help a few little places here at the back. So right here you can see just these hairs don't quite know what they're supposed to do. So I'm just going to kind of put a little bit of a bend in them and a little bit of lift because I have a flat spot right here. That is why I like a little bit of fullness right there. And then on these side pieces, Sometimes I will flatten them. Let's see, I'll just take this through. I have to be really careful because there isn't much hair there and you can easily burn yourself. So this one I feel like is pretty flat as it is. And then here through the top, I'll just take this through just a couple little places. I think my blow drying today took care of most of the directional hair, or gave good direction to the hair. I'm gonna just pull this over and just through the ends. So if you have a great flat iron like a Chi, it can actually just provide a little bit of smoothness on the ends of the hair. So that's sometimes why I take the flat iron through certain parts of the hair, just to add a little bit of smoothness there. Right here on the side, got a little extra body. Okay, so you'll see I kind of did just a non-straight part, all right, and a little bit deeper. So now I'm just going to go in with a little bit of product, and I'm going to go use my normal Enjoy dry wax, and I am just though going to use a little bit, so probably half the amount that I normally do. So let's see, when I put it on my hand, you'll see it's not even really like 1/8 of a teaspoon. I'm going to then really work it through my hands. So it's really important that you work this in, because as it heats up, the friction that your hands rubbing together causes this to melt, and then you won't get any funny little flakes or chunks or anything in your hair. So really work it through. It'll be invisible basically on your hands. And then I'm just gonna start at the crown and then add just a little bit here. And again, I got quite a bit of lift because I used that root boost there and then the blow dryer. So I don't really feel like I need to put a ton of product through there. And then here on the sides, kind of same thing. And then I just like to break this up, add a little bit of texture right there. Here on the sides, I'm just going to keep that nice and flat over the ear, but then I'm going to just kind of add a little bit of body right here through the top. Okay, I'm just taking a look at the back, and for the most part, it's pretty good. What I will do is just kind of run my fingers kind of through, and then roughly almost like I'm raking my fingers through the back of my hair. It kind of helps the hair lay down, but keep some of that thickness and that body in there. So again, I'm just kind of rubbing my fingers through as I bring the hair down. So almost like my hand is a brush there. And then right before I go in with hairspray, I am going to tuck this fringe on this side over the ear. And I'm gonna use just what's left on my hand with a little bit of that wax just to help it stay. And then pull these hairs just kind of down. So it gives the illusion that this whole side is short, and then we've got the drama over to the side. All right, now going in with my favorite hairspray, Aussie Instant Freeze Hairspray. And one kind of good spritz through the top there. And then these back side sections, I'm just gonna flatten those against the neck there. All right guys, so I moved my camera back to my beauty room so that I could film in natural daylight, because I think that gives you a little better view of kind of the texture and the finished look. So here's our finished look today. I went ahead and pulled the fringe back down just so you could see my new cut a little more clearly. And then here on this side, and then the back. And I have another hair tutorial that will be coming up very soon, which is one of the other main ways that I've been styling this, and it's kind of completely different. So rather than the bangs being back off the forehead, it is bangs forward with a slight little curve to the side and then very flat on top. So be sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on that tutorial or any other videos. Also, if you're interested in still photos of my current cut or previous cuts and styles that I've had in the past, head over to my Facebook page. I'll have it linked for you down below, but that kind of makes it easier if you're planning a trip to the salon and you want to show your stylist some ideas of what you want to do with your hair. That makes it a little bit easier than making them watch a whole video. So thank you as always so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.